Hey y'all, I'm Kamana.
And I'm Aiza.
We're Burundian Canadian.
Our melanin is poppin', and you guessed it,
We're sisters. We're all about that elevation and keeping it real.
That's right. We're here to claim our space, and we've brought a whole team of other dope black folk.
You're right on time for real Blackity talk. It's versatile.
It defies gravity.
It comes in all sorts of coils and curl patterns.
It can be adorned with head wraps, extensions, braided, afro puffed, locked, and the list goes on and on.
Black hair is lit.
It's time to set the record from straight to kinky with our team of intelligent, creative, and stunning black spurts.
Black spurts, a rep your crowns.
I think the first word that comes to mind when I hear hair is diversity, because my hair could do whatever I wanted to do.
I really believe that our hair is like the tentacles that they reach out for, like the messages. I think of wings with halo.
For many of us, falling in love with our natural hair is an important and ongoing journey. We face so much, from the pressures of texturism
To the longer, the straighter, the better.
We do our best to celebrate our natural crowns with our backs pushed against the wall of Eurocentric ideals. And we still make it look cute.
Cute? It's called being hot. Look it up, honey.
I've always been into like the glitz and the glam, so like from a very young age, I would say from like 8, I've always like done my own hair. And also going to boarding school, I had the opportunity to be away from my parents for a while, so I could do really whatever I wanted with my hair. I always loved having a teal or green fro. I had that for a while. And I would relax it and do every color.
Picture a black towel on your head. That's what I thought my hair should look like.
You can't sit with us. I rocked my natural hair until senior year, but then with prom right around the corner, I hit a crossroads. To perm or not to perm?
Dun, dun, dun.
I permed, y'all. I ended up with 3 hairs on my head, no volume, and instant regret.
Not the 3 hairs, girl. A sad classic. I know the feeling way too well.
I wrote and co-directed the short film Mahalia Melts in the Rain. It was based on my experiences growing up. Since the very first time I sat down in one of those hair salons, there was something that was so contradictory with that environment. It felt so full of Black women and Latina women, and I felt so connected to like other women of color. And yet we were doing something that was so harsh and European to our hair.
You have to let me know when it starts burning, okay?
With the film, I didn't want to like condemn Black women who are still straightening their hair today, and I'm not judging that. I am saying like, let's look into why we do it, let's talk about it, let's see how that sits with us, and let's open up that conversation.
My mom, she just didn't know what to do with my hair. It was coarse and the curls were tight, so she would relax my hair. It was very painful. I obviously did not like my scalp burning. I didn't like my hair being combed. It was always yanked. And one day she got so fed up, she cut it in this strange pyramid. And that was when I was like, for the sake of our relationship, I'm taking over my hair. And then I would put it up in this one miserable rat tail ponytail. Like, it was just awful. But I was so proud of it. It took forever to do it. It was bad. No pictures survived.
Growing up, I remember getting my hair done by my favorite auntie sitting on a cushion. It took forever.
Centuries.
But it also taught me patience, and it made me feel taken care of. I used to feel so uncomfortable going to an audition with my natural hair, as in how it grows out of my head. And that makes sense because hair discrimination is a real. Look at what happened to Latia McNichol. She's a young Black woman from Montreal, and in 2014, she was fired from her waitressing job for having cornrows in her hair. But you know what? She was sick of that BS. She took her employer to court and won the case.
Yes! Thank you for standing in your power, Latia. A few years ago, I was acting on a big superhero series, and not only did I pay out of pocket for my own hairstylist to do my hair before I got on set, but more than once, I had to fix my stunt double's hair because the hair team were just gonna let her go on set looking a mess. So I went to speak to the lead hairstylist afterwards to get reimbursed, and she was like, yeah, no worries, just like send me an email. And then she ghosted me.
Girl!
That's when I snapped, y'all. From now on, whenever I have to style my own hair for a role, I send an invoice to production in advance to pay for my time. F you, pay me.
It's about time that hair schools across this country teach their hairstylists how to care for afro-textured hair, not just how to relax and straighten it.
People have assumptions about like all kinds of black hair, to be honest. If it's not like pulled and flat and straight, you know, there's the annotation of that being unprofessional. I look at older people who have locks as people that are wiser, you know. It may not necessarily ring true for everyone, but on the journey that I'm on, it's about self-discovery. Outside of society's expectations of who you should be, who are you? Who do you want to be?
You know what? I think a really empowering place to land in our hair journey is when we realize that we can do whatever we want.
Do what I want, do what I want, do what I want, do what I want.
You could braid it, perm it, weave it, whatever you wanna do, boo boo, do you. And forget those who just don't get it.
Every 8 seconds in Canada, a black person minding their own business is asked, Hey, c'est-tu tes vrais cheveux?
So when we talk about our hair, we're not just talking about the hair that's growing on our heads. What about the hair that grows on our body?
I used to think that body hair was a problem and that everything needs to be removed immediately. But now, I just don't care. My pits are sensitive, they ain't hurting nobody. My body, my choice. You ain't paying my bills?
The amount of pain I allowed myself to accept on my body to get rid of the hair, it's insanity. I actually gave myself that, I would give myself a year to just let the hair grow and be with it as it is.
I think my relationship with body hair is still evolving, you know, knowing that I'm trans and like wanting to take all the steps to like feminize my body, but also like not wanting to get lost in that colonial mindset of like body hair, you know?
I'm over everybody's opinion of me. Y'all just gonna have to just deal with it. There is hair happening here. It's hot outside. I'm gonna dance.
I don't have to necessarily like shave, pluck or whatever in order to feel worthy of love. My body hair in every phase is worthy of love and worthy of respect.
Some days it feels like you need a master's degree in hair care just to figure out your curl pattern.
Bish. Then I definitely have a doctorate at this point. The day I stopped using a brush and started finger combing, call it graduation.
Yes. Finger combing is great. It takes patience, but it's a great way to minimize breakage and split ends. Okay. Is there anything more quintessentially black than sitting down and taking out your braids?
Girl, if there is, I did not get the memo.
Well, when you do it, make sure you spritz your hair a little bit to protect it from breakage.
Right? Don't do it all dry. Instead, mix it in with your favorite leave-in conditioner and
just like that. Now, I know some of y'all are afraid to get their hair wet because of shrinkage.
Girl, no doubt. I used to be so annoyed by it, like even embarrassed. But you know, when you think about it, shrinkage is just a sign of healthy hair. It means my hair is properly moisturized and ready to bounce back.
Yes. Depending on the hair type and hair porosity, curly hair can shrink up to 90%.
Girl, I'm dead.
So extra.
The drama.
But it's good to remember that it's part of what makes your crown unique.
So, the aloe vera trick. Take a nice fat one. Make sure you cut off the serrated edges so you don't hurt yourself, children. Slice it approximately that big. Dump in water to release toxins. 40 minutes. Open up this bad boy, the little slices that you have. Gather the slime with your fingers. Don't be afraid of the slime. Move it through, and voila, your hair is detangled.
If hair care is the game, retaining moisture is the MVP.
That's why we sleep wearing silk-lined bonnets.
Silk do-rag.
On satin pillowcases. Shout out to all the salons specializing in afro-textured hair. I've only been to one. It's a spot in Montreal called Inheritance.
Oh yeah, I've been to the same spot. Speaking of hair salons, I need to get this off my chest, girl.
Okay, tell me.
When I go get my hair braided, I just can't do the spots where you come in and the hairdresser literally hands you the extensions to split.
Oh my God.
Right? Ma'am, I didn't come all the way here mad early to do my own hair.
I'll even hold a baby if I have to.
But I will not split the extensions. Come on! Anyway, thankfully, when I went to Inheritance, it wasn't like that at all. The hair technician assessed my curls, let me know what my texture was, which products work better for me. Even though I still have a lot to learn, it doesn't have to be hard. And there's people out here to help. Black hair is the bomb, and representation matters. Don't you feel so good when you see one of us shine on the screen or in a magazine?
Absolutely. For those of you who love a good challenge, go check out all the episodes of Real Blackity Talk and count how many hairstyles we're rocking throughout the season.
You know we had to show up and show out like my girl Issa Rae.
Oh my God, yes, Issa, get it.
This Nigerian actress slash filmmaker, her name is Chikalan. She does the we call it thread, you know, so it's threaded and she does it really long, and it's something that we did in school. She brought it to the next level. So I will commend Sister Goddess Chikalan for that.
Knowing that I have 4C Nigerian hair, when I think about celebrities that I aspire to have hair like, I think about Lupita, I think about Viola Davis, you know, I think about the women who look like me and who have hair like I do.
It's time to pay our respects and give a big shout out to the Trailblazers. In 2007, The Kink in My Hair became the first Canadian Black show to make it onto primetime network television.
Woo woo! Thank you for paving the way. If it wasn't for shows like The Kink in My Hair, we wouldn't be here.
What do you love most about your hair?
What I love most about my hair is that, well, first of all, it's all mine.
Yes.
And I can do whatever I want with it.
What about you? What do you love most about your hair?
I love how soft my hair is.
Oh, girl, yes.
It feels like a cloud, you know?
It does. It really does.
Yeah, when I took the time to really notice the curls and how tight and cute and fun they are, I fell in love, you know?
I think what I love most about my hair is the dedication that it gets out of me. Sometimes I sit down and it takes like 2-3 hours just to retwist my hair. That always feels like a journey inside. It always feels like reconnecting with myself.
You know, another thing I really love about my hair is that it's a perfect reflection of me. My personality, my mood, where I'm at in my life.
I love that my gray hair makes me feel like my mom now. She loved her gray hair and she had streaks too, so it brings me closer to mommy.
Another thing I love about my hair is the way it cradles my beautiful Burundian forehead.
Yes, it does, girl. And you know that forehead needs more than 3 hairs, bitch.
girl. Facts.
Locking my hair felt like taking control of myself, taking control of my destiny, and I feel like I have found myself on this lock journey.
I have gold thread in my hair. I have crystals in my hair. I brag that. Pampered and paid. Now, take notes. I want to be more like my hair when I grow up.
And that's it, folks. If there was ever any doubt in your mind, now you know that
Black hair is lit. Black spirits, thank you for coming through with the gems every single time.
To you out there, stay blessed, stay fly.
Remember to celebrate and take good care of your crowns.
Thanks for tuning in, and make sure to check out the entire season of
Real Blackity Talk.
A few years ago, I was acting on this big super